Hello everyone, it's pleasure meeting you all in my mathematics class. This is a problem which can be done using binomial distribution. Binomial distribution is normally denoted by B of NP. This B of NP, where this B denotes the binomial distribution and N denotes the number of trials that we do in that, and P is the probability of success. P is probability of success. And Q, which is equal to 1 minus P, probability of failure. This binomial distribution is based on the principle of Bernoulli's. What does Bernoulli's principle state? Bernoulli's principle is one in which there can be only two outcomes in an experiment, unbiased experiment. For example, if you toss a coin, it can be either head or tail, and no more than that. So if we are considering an experiment in which the outcomes are only two, either right or wrong, success or failure, or defective or non-defective, they are said to be Bernoulli's, which comes in Bernoulli's principle. And that every trial is independent. That is, one trial does not influence the other. So they are every trial is independent. The binomial distribution is based only on Bernoulli's principle. That is why we say that the binomial distribution, if the success is taken to be P, then the other one can be failure only, which is nothing but 1 minus P. And the number of trials are definite. In the sense, it can be a definite number. And this is a discrete distribution. This is a discrete random variable. That is, we say that a random variable x. What is a random variable x? A random variable is one which maps the sample space into real numbers. So we call such a random variable x to follow. We say that a random variable x. This is a random variable x. Random variable x to follow a binomial distribution B of NP, where P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure, and N is the number of trials. N refers to number of trials. Number of trials. If then, that means it will take definite values. You can see that the values are definite. That is 1, 2, 3, like that. Therefore, this is a discrete random variable. This random variable is a discrete random because it takes finite numbers, finite number of values. So x follows a binomial distribution where the number of trials are n and the probability of success p. Then the probability mass function. The probability mass function is given by the probability mass function is p of x is equal to r is equal to NCR p to the power of r, q to the power of n minus r. All will take the values 0, 1, 2, 3 dot up to n. This is called the probability mass function. And naturally, you know that the sum of the, see, there can be any number of probabilities, but the sum of the probabilities must be equal to 1. And, see that, and sigma of I varying from 0 to n. It is P of x is equal to I is equal to 1. This is another truth. So the probability mass function of binomial distribution is this, and the sum of the probabilities is equal to 1. And other results that are required or necessary to know in a binomial distribution are, number 1, it is E of x, that is the mean of x, the mean of the random variable x that follows the binomial distribution is given by NP It is given by NP. And the variance, we call it as variance of x, which is nothing but sigma square x is equal to NPQ. So these are the most essential things that we got to know about binomial distribution. So let me give a consolidation that a binomial distribution, a random variable is x, is said to follow a binomial distribution given as B of NP. That N refers to number of trials, P refers to probability of success, Q refers to 1 minus P, the probability of failure. And the binomial distribution, the random variable that follows binomial distribution is a discrete random variable. And the probability mass function is given by NCR into P to the power of R into Q to the power of N minus R, where this NCR is this, where this NCR is equal to N factorial divided by N minus R factorial into R factorial. So this is the formula like for NCR, that is the combination of N R things taken, N things taken R at a time. That is NCR is equal to N factorial by N minus R factorial into R factorial. And the sum of the probabilities is always equal to 1. That is sigma I is equal to y or 0 to N of P of x is equal to I is equal to 1. And other results which are most essential for doing problems in binomial distribution are: number 1, the mean of the binomial random variable x that follows binomial distribution is NP, and the variance x, which is denoted by sigma x square, is equal to NPQ. So with this small background, let us start. And I told you what is Bernoulli's principle. It is nothing but Bernoulli's principle 1 is one in which the trials are independent and there can be only two outcomes for an experiment. Either it is success or failure. If it is success, then 1 minus that will be the probability of success. P means 1 minus P will be the probability of failure. So with this small background, let us start with this problem. Oh, here I will read the problem, you just watch. See, in a school, 40% of students are found to have dental problem in the teeth. And if 12 of them are selected at random, 12 of them are selected, there is a school in which they find that 40% of the students have a dental problem and they want to examine the reality. So they pick randomly 12 students and go for an examination. And the questions that are asked, that is, what we have to find are: number 1, the probability that 7 have dental problem, the probability that at least 1 has dental problem, the probability that no more than, I will add here, because I will put here, it is no more than 5 have the dental problem. So let us start doing this one by one. What is, say, given 40% of students have dental problem. That means, that is, if P is the dental problem, students are having P. So P will be equal to 40 by 100, that is equal to 0.4, and therefore Q students, probability of students not having dental problem is equal to 1 minus P. So this is equal to 1 minus 0.4, that is equal to 0.6. So you see that I am able to, from the given problem, I am able to find out what is the probability that a student is likely to have a dental problem. And either the student must have dental problem or he should not have dental problem. So if he is having the probability is 0.4, is the student having the dental problem P, then Q is equal to 0.6. And now that your how many students are taken, this number of students taken is equal to, see, number of students taken is equal to n is equal to 12. So there are 12 students are taken to examine whether they have the dental problem or not. Now you see that you know what is n, it is a finite number, and you know what is p, and you know what is q, and therefore this problem follows binomial distribution. So you must understand that. So this problem comes under binomial distribution. Simple reason is the number of trials definite and that p is known. P is known. Naturally q is equal to 1 minus 3. So these are the things that we know. Therefore, if x is a random variable, now I can see if x is a random variable of a student having dental problem. X is the random variable. X is the number of, see, X is, I'll write it here, let X be the random variable of the number of students having dental problem. So let X be the random variable of the number of students having dental problem, and here see X follows B of, it is 12, 0.4. So you see that I am able to formulate what is that random variable X. So X is a random variable which merely tells me the number of students who have dental problem and how many students are taken, and this random variable follows binomial distribution, and the number of trials are 12, that is number of students taken for examination are 12, and that the probability of a student to have the dental problem is 0.4. So these are the main data that we are having. Now we can just simply solve. It is easy now to solve any problem that are asked in this. Okay. Now let us now start doing this. See, X follows B of 12, 0.4. To find probability of 7 students to have dental problem. That means what? X equal to 7. So here what is asked? Probability of 7 students to have the dental problem. We know that, P of X is equal to R is equal to N C R, P to the power of R, Q to the power of N minus R, all is equal to 0. So here, now to prove 7. So what is it here? R is equal to 7. Therefore, P of X is equal to 7 is equal to 12 C 7 into 0.4 to the power of 7, 0.6 to the power of 5. Now if you go for simplification of this is nothing but 12 factorial, 7 factorial into 0.4 to the power of 7, 0.6 to the power of 5. If you use this, so your answer will be 0. You just work out this and find out what is the answer that you get. You will just simply use your calculators and you get the answer. And this is the answer that you get. That is 0.101 is the answer for this. The probability that the 7 students have the dental problem. Okay. Now let us pause on to the next one. Now let me do this B. What is B now? The probability that at least one has dental problem. One has just to find see, one at least means it must be greater than or equal to 1. What is the meaning of this? Probability of at least one student to have dental problem. So this students. So what is this? X is, so what is the meaning of this? P of x greater than or equal to 1 means it is equal to P of x is equal to 1 union or x is equal to 2 union x is equal to 3 union dot 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 it is x is equal to 12. So this is the meaning of this. The trials are, that is, everyone is independent. Every one examination of the student is independent. Whether if one is having a dental problem, it is not necessary the other will also have, other need not have or may have. So it doesn't have any influence. So because of that reason, the sum of the probability of a sum is equal to sum of the probabilities here. It is P of x is equal to 1 plus P of x is equal to 2 dot 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 P of x is equal to 12. So we can write this as P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 12. We know that sigma of P of x is equal to I is equal to 1 to 12 is equal to P naught plus P1 dot 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 plus P12 is equal to 1. Sum of the probability is always equal to 1. So this implies P1 plus P2 plus dot 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 P12 is equal to 1 minus P0. So this is equal to 1 minus n 12C0 into 0.4 to the power of 0 into 0.6 to the power of 12. So this is NC0 is, it is 12, it is 1, LC0 is 12, factorial 12 minus, this is 1 into 0.6 to the power of 12. So if you go for a simplification of this, it is 0. So 0.1. That means here you see that the probability of P of this that is P of x is greater than or equal to 1 is 1. So this is how we find, that is the probability of at least one student had a dental problem. So this is what we get. Now let us pause on to the last one. Yes, the probability that no more than 5 dental. That means if we take like this, see, if we put like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is what we have. So all these 12 students are there. Not no more than 5 students. That means what? Here there are 12 students. So you take this. So this 5 students, not more than 5 students. What does it mean? So to find P of x less than or equal to 5. At the maximum it can be 5 only. P less than or equal to 5. So this will be equal to what? It is P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 P of 5. So this is equal to is C 0, P to the power of 0, Q to the power of 0. Here I am putting like this. This is equal to 12 C 0, 0.4 to the power of 0, 12 plus 12 C 1, 0.4 to the power of 1, 0.4 plus 12 C 2, 0.4 to the power of 2, 0.6 to the power of 10 plus 12 C 3, 0.4 to the power of this. 12 C 3, 12 C 4. So this is what it is. So you have to simplify this. And the answer that you will get for this is, your answer for this will be it is 0.66, right? That is so this is how so this is how we do the problems in binomial distribution. The main things that you must know in binomial distribution is what is binomial distribution, under what principle it is done. This is discrete, the random variable that follows with binomial distribution is a discrete random variable, and that the probability mass, how the probability mass function is written, and what is the form of the parametric representation of the binomial distribution, and the sum of, and also you must know the mean of the binomial distribution to be NP and the variance of the binomial distribution to be NPQ, where P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure. If you know this, according to the problem, you can just manipulate and start doing the problem. So with this, I solve this problem. Let us solve harder problems in coming days. Thank you.